no idea what this is at all. But this shit say KIlwaukee, Milwaukee, Wisconsin documentary crimes, hoods, history. Okay, I ain't even gonna start. 11 days ago, so I'm late. Let's read the description and in-depth look into the streets of Milwaukee. Arcane Club fumes. Let me see what you working with. I don't know if we appreciate the documentary yet or not. It depends on what's said in here, but let me see what you're working with. Let me see. Let me just sit back and critique. Watch and critique. Let me sit back, watch and critique. My boy said he dropped all the weed. Oh man, dog, dropping all the weed is OC. Big AR walking down the street. They just got done doing something crazy. You know it. Oh, niggas are shooting. Oh shit. Where the fuck the nigga with the big AR? If you don't shoot that motherfucker, damn. Oh, whoa. God damn, these niggas get dangerous. That nigga don't hear gunshots? What's wrong with that nigga right there? He's not scared of bullets,
Milwaukee,
I see.
Wisconsin.
Alright.
Milwaukee crime rates are 146%
Big
higher than the national average. Violent crimes in Milwaukee are 300.
Your translator voice. The translator voice I'm not liking. The translator voice I'm not liking. He said he feed. No, that's why, yeah, his ass feed the fuck out. He don't care about the bullets.
9% higher than the national average.
R.P. Big Y, man.
While there are multiple Milwaukee gangs, like the Disciples, Vice Lords, and multiple Chicago Hispanic gangs, the Milwaukee Hoods are
dumbass
kids
kids
and represented by the street, meaning the likes of Center Street, Burley, Hampton.
Yeah, jig and everything. Okay.
The city also has multiple housing projects, ranging from the downtown area of Hillside and expanding to the far north side.
Big shotgun. Okay.
Spring in the old West Lawn.
Calm down.
And the
We get it.
No, man, you know what I'm saying? What's the grimiest shit you done seen out here, man?
The grimiest shit I done seen out here was an old lady ass nigga right here, and the only thing they did was just walk over. Like that. Then step back and look. That's the grimiest shit I done seen. No,
That's the grimy shit I done seen. 19th and accent.
what was wrong with ours? She was a, you know what I'm saying? She was a veteran height. You know what I'm saying?
She was a vet. That's all.
Nigga money. Stinking is where she was found.
Damn.
For the corner to come, you know what I'm saying, investigate her and shit.
Oh, she was dead?
Yeah, stinking.
Stanky.
You know what I'm saying?
Stanky is where she was found.
Nigga, call it 50 bands, nigga, on December 25th, nigga. Niggas know what the fuck going on. Niggas ain't stop nothing, nigga. Long live Will, nigga. Long live Warren. Cheap ass, nigga. I ain't going ball, nigga. I'm one of them.
He said, I'm one of them. Surround.
One of them, nigga.
In Milwaukee, you have a 1 in 18 chance of becoming a victim of crime. Amongst the largest cities, Milwaukee ranked 3rd highest for murder, aggravated assault.
Yeah, we did that.
3rd
highest in all 3?
Problems have been few and far between at his shop at the intersection of Locust and Teutonia. But at around 4:15 Wednesday morning, gun violence that he says is plagued.
That's a bad gas station to go to.
Its head at his front door.
This is happening all over.
His surveillance cameras
It is happening all over.
That was over as quickly as it started. First, you see a man in a white shirt walk up to this car and start talking to someone in the back seat. At the top of your screen, muzzle flashes, at least 14, from at least 2 people. The man in the white shirt hits the ground for cover, when 1 second later you can see a bullet blows out the window, coming inches from the man's head. A woman and man tumble out of the car and run inside, the man losing a shoe in the process, while the man in the white shirt takes off running. One of Singh's employees also inside.
Who's shooting? I still don't know who's shooting. I still don't even know who's shooting yet. That's what's fucked up.
The store later run out, get back in the car, and drive off. Police say a 17-year-old girl and 18-year-old man were shot.
Damn.
The woman is charged with murder after prosecutors say she grabbed a knife and stabbed her own sister.
God damn it.
Is here in the studio, and Sam, we know this all
We out here grabbing knives to stab our
Family
sister.
member told me today sisters Tessa and Kiara Gaines were close, even inseparable at times. But what happened
Close
last
enough to
Wednesday
get stabbed
details
too.
a stark shift, leaving Tessa dead and Kiara in custody.
The fuck happened?
Seated in a suicide prevention vest, a strife between sisters brings 34-year-old Kiara Gaines to tears inside a Milwaukee County courtroom.
There's no way we want to cry now.
Allegation is a violent offense. It's a homicide.
Wednesday afternoon, prosecutors say her
You bogus girl.
came to her home near
What happened?
after Tessa argued
Yeah,
with
she
a
bogus.
different family member. This is how prosecutors say
You
Kiara
bogus.
responded.
Apparently opened her door to her sister and just stabbed her immediately.
The criminal complaint says officers
stabbed her
and
sister,
performed
killed her
CPR,
sister.
but the 35-year-old died on scene. The autopsy
Bogus.
revealed stab wounds in Tessa's left lung and heart, leading the state to ask Kiara's bail
she
to be
was
set
crazy.
at $50,000 cash.
There's a clear public safety issue here.
The offender asked for $2,500 cash, noting the mother of two suffers from postpartum depression.
You depressed to stab your sister?
Which saw these
Type of
crimes
shit.
surge in 2020 and rise again slightly in 2021. Murder rates jumped nearly 50% in a decade, from
Chapo.
2011 to 2021.
But like, have you ever thought about like hitting it, like moving out the city?
Oh hell yeah, nigga! I'm finna hit it. Ain't no thinking about shit. I'm out of here. I got some loose ends I'm tying up. I'm finna leave. That's it. I'm finna get up out of here. That's it, bro. I'm finna leave, my nigga. And not saying it ain't shit here, but I'm finna go get something and bring it back here.
It ain't shit here. It ain't shit here. It's okay, I'll say it.
Motherfucker done did everything it is to do here, bro. Shit. Motherfucker done became, like, not to toot my own horn, but shit, motherfucker done became.
Yeah, you at the top of Milwaukee, no cap. Chicken P, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to be worldwide, bro.
Yeah.
Worldwide with this shit. Not just in my city, bro. Damn motherfucker go get
I think you got a leaf.
Bro, can bring that shit back here, bro.
Or is that a wood?
Restore the
No,
city.
it's a Swisher leaf. It look like.
Really,
Might be wood, though.
Bring the attention here.
Same difference.
Niggas bro. I ain't finna die here,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
Just
a
be
wood.
a legend
It's a
for
wood.
a couple months, bro. And then motherfuckers be talking about long-lived chicken and all this other shit, bro. Fuck that, nigga. I'm finna die. Old and rich as a bitch. Nigga.
That's how you supposed to, man.
Yeah.
Can you talk about some of the streets that you was when you got to Milwaukee? Like, what were some of the streets? What were some of the neighborhoods?
On the east side, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
East side, I'm not an east side gangster, but I roll with them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I roll with the east side gangsters. Everybody know that. The whole town know that.
You know it, man.
Put a lot of pressure on niggas up there. They know about that east side. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody know about it.
Yeah, I mean the 2-4s, the 1-9s, all of them, the Birdlight Zoos, all of them.
The Birdlight Zoo, oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? We had the best pimps, the best hustlers, the best everything. The east side, you go to Milwaukee, that's the side.
Okay.
That's the side.
I'm from 22nd and Townsend, so I'm from 22nd and Townsend, so you know.
But you know what though?
Dude that's talking about he from 22nd and Townsend. Hold on, okay, Milwaukee, you off the porch? Dude that's talking, that's interviewing him, okay.
On all sides.
Okay.
But you know, we was the ones that was riding the Rolls Royces. You know, we were the ones that was riding the brand new Benzes. You know, everybody on the east side got money. You know what I mean? I a cool person. Nobody would dispute that the east side guys, we got money.
Milwaukee continues to be one of the
Get
nation's
to it.
top sex trafficking hubs. The commonalities we see in youth experiencing sexual exploitation include Milwaukee's pervasive central city poverty, segregation, lack of housing that is affordable, low wage earning potential, violence, and generational trauma. Derek Avery, who gained fame in movies and on television as Pimp Snooki, was sentenced to 20 years in prison in federal court.
That boy went to hit that dispensary.
Avery prostituted women and girls in cities from Milwaukee to Las Vegas for at least 16 years,
Damn.
according to federal prosecutors.
16 of them boys?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
He was getting to it, wasn't he?
For a new prostitute.
Papa soup for a new prostitute. Either she gonna be a looker or a hugger.
I like the ones that give it away too, because then you can always convince them to sell it. So it works both ways. Find me something now.
He said so you can convince them to sell it. My boy, look at him. He's scouting and prospecting, man. You get close enough to Lisbon, you gonna find some.
Yeah, on my way to work, I'm a working woman, and it's all good.
Is that right? You know what you need to do, right?
No,
You know what you need to do. You need to come over.
Traveled to a city known as Pimp School and talked to people who are trying to break.
Oh no, Dre. That nigga said, sign me up.
Prostitutes are working the streets of Milwaukee,
Man.
a growing hub for sex trafficking. 2/3 of the pimps arrested in a nationwide FBI sting 2 years ago were from Wisconsin.
We're gonna be out here looking for you.
We walked with Shonda Cooper through Milwaukee's West Side on a
2/3.
midnight crusade to rescue victims of forced prostitution.
Get you some food. I just feel like it's my purpose and
2/3.
my mission to see them out of this and to help them as much as I can.
Nancy Yarborough.
He said, "Well, high spice on the pack."
She used to walk these streets herself after becoming her boyfriend's.
I think it said shit gas.
Homicides in Milwaukee have more than doubled, up 121%, and were higher in 2022 than in 2021. Non-fatal shootings jumped from 444 to 877, up 98%, and were higher than 2021 totals.
Damn.
Aggravated assaults, inclusive of shootings, rose 24%.
Horrifying scene at Milwaukee's north side over the weekend, and what you're about to see was recorded on a neighbor's surveillance camera.
Yeah, crazy.
A barrage of gunfire, too many shots to count there. Our Spencer Tracy joins us live. And Spencer,
Got 6 niggas, 7 niggas blowing at your house. Niggas
Yeah,
is
that
wild.
video comes from an alleyway near 27th and Ruby early Saturday morning. Now, we've been asking police all weekend about what happened, and we've been told that we won't find that information out until tomorrow. Neighbors, however, they're definitely talking tonight.
I probably slept for like an hour. Then all of a sudden I heard maybe like 10 or 13 gunshots.
Man.
Tanya Hayes says she had one instinct.
Wildin', folks.
So when I heard the gunshots, I immediately dropped to the floor.
Big story. A man the U.S. Marshals called a menace to the city will spend
Oh,
35 years in prison.
But Kenneth Twyman's legal troubles are not over yet. Our Bill Miston was in court today for the sentencing. He joins us live now.
Twyman shot and killed Tavon Luckett a little more than a year ago, and today, Luckett's family had a lot to say.
Man, everybody heard about him.
A gun he shouldn't have had.
Crazy,
to
man.
create that persona for yourself of being a
That
threat.
nigga was in this
man has
motherfucker
been
smiling,
ages
folks.
here in our community.
Bailing out.
The family to accept my apology, and I'm sorry.
26-year-old Kenneth Twyman will spend the next 35 years in prison. A jury convicted him of the April 2022 homicide in March. Twyman said it was self-defense.
There is an old saying that it takes 2 to tango.
The jury and the judge didn't buy it.
The pattern of lawlessness, multiple open cases, committing new crimes while out on
They
bond.
cooked that nigga.
24-year-old Luckett was shot.
Yeah, they wouldn't bond that sorry, I ain't gonna lie.
Twyman took off. U.S. Marshals arrested him in Oak Creek months later. He was one of Wisconsin's most wanted. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. A Fox 6 investigation found Twyman had been in and out of jail at least 3 times since 2018 and skipped court hearings at least 6 times.
I'm lenient in my sentencing, for I'm not who they pay me out to be.
Luckett was a father of 8. 3 kids were there the night he was killed.
Damn.
Twyman played
Took him
with a gun
from
that he had
8
no
kids?
license to own.
That is tough.
City and state we in, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, niggas be wild. Hey, he thought that was a smart idea.
What state is this though?
Wisconsin, baby.
Man.
For sure, man.
We ain't talking about them hunky mugs.
Switchy on cam.
Last man, Bill ain't nothing. Bill ain't nothing. Still out here though.
Still out here.
Way before the TV show. Hey man, let these motherfuckers
Man,
know, man,
you see fiends on 40s out here, man. Flipping colors. Yeah, he said, I'm fucking it up, man. Smacking. So let's see his stuff, man. 35 years. Niggas wanted to let to see all that. Tripping. Can't be doing all that wild shit for no reason, bro. Flipping, man. Come on. Flipping paint. Yes, sir. Hey, he got some shit in here, though. He did his research. I can't say that. I can say whoever made this, you did your research. I can definitely say that. So I give you props for that, my boy. I appreciate that you did your research. You ain't. I could say you only put stuff in here that is actually, you know, it wouldn't know you made up some stories. You really put stuff in here that actually happened. You ain't even talking. This is me really watching shit I already know. It's crazy. And I'm just amused. It's all in one. It ain't like happening months at a time. Up. You know, it's all in one little cram pack moment.
Nigga, that's Corvette red paint right there. Paint was motherfucking 20 G's, folks, off a Corvette. I forgot what year Corvette, but that shit 20 G paint off of that.
20 G paint, man. I'm motherfucking sexy. Yeah.
From 2020
basically,
to 2022, car theft
basically
increased 111% in Milwaukee. Of property crimes, motor vehicle theft has continued to climb across the board. Milwaukee ranked #1 in motor vehicle theft. Many of these thefts have centered around Kia and Hyundai cars, which was spurred by a social media challenge. Introducing the rise of the Kia boys in Milwaukee.
We've seen more examples of children being involved in crime.
911 operator 19, where's your emergency?
I report a car stolen.
Specifically, car thefts.
Damn.
Police accused a 12-year-old of stealing this car on Monday. In the surveillance video, you see the crash and a young boy running from the car.
They got a flat tire, back left side and driver's side. Front is
on the wrong side.
Last week.
Damn.
The vehicle slid out of control.
Damn. Was also stolen. A car full of children, the youngest 12.
What's going on? Why they're so young?
I really can't answer that. It's a phenomenon I haven't seen. 12 years old is. I have a 10-year-old.
Crazy.
So I can't fathom.
Captain James Campbell says Kias and Hyundais are being stolen in a short amount of time in the same manner as 12.
Real life 12. My siblings, I remember Zay, when he was at one school, they was right, his school came outside and seen niggas right in the parking lot. Right in the parking lot. They was having fun, toying that motherfucker, like, wow. This is what they do in high school now. This is tough. You just see niggas just go on, steal a teacher car and toy with that motherfucker. That's tough. That's recess now.
Investigated, he says several models have features that make them easier to steal.
Wrong way on Silver Spring.
According to Milwaukee police, since
Wrong
2020,
way.
car thefts in Milwaukee have jumped 150%. Last year, more than 10,000. So far this year, more than 2,600.
Middle
So
school.
why Milwaukee? I mean, other
I say high
cities
school
have
and shit.
Kias
That's
and
what they
Hyundais.
doing in middle
With the
school.
advent of social media, it became very
12.
easy for people to see.
Guess what I was doing at 12, chap? Guess what I was doing at 12? I was walking to motherfucking libraries and shit so I can find a place to go that was other than home to kick it. I was walking to libraries. I walked to it used to be a place called Heart Love Place where you go after and they had computers and shit, a pool table. They don't got nothing no more. Now these niggas is trying to have fun in cars. We ain't got shit no more. This is crazy. Literally, a homeless person can get an iPhone charger and a screwdriver.
Going on.
Make sure I lock my doors tonight.
And maybe get some kind of status by doing it at the same time.
One of the Milwaukee teens featured in a viral documentary on the Kia boys is sentenced to 1 year in prison.
1 year?
18-year-old Markel Hughes pleaded
That's all we
guilty to
get.
driving a vehicle without the owner's consent. Here's the catch, though. He was credited with 368 days time served, so he's not headed to prison.
Oh,
police data
I guess that was a good case for him. Good case for him, huh? You steal a car and he get 1 year.
In the city of Milwaukee. While owners of those cars say they're fed up, the manufacturers say their fix will only affect cars built in the future. The biggest crime spike this year in Milwaukee is motor vehicle thefts, and it isn't even close. Kia and Hyundai owners like Renee Anderson learned that firsthand.
We was just recently moved in the neighborhood that we were living in. We had the car parked in the front, and we heard a glass shatter, and my husband and my son went out, and they were trying to get a couple of young little kids, couldn't be no older than like 10 or maybe 13.
Renee says her husband stopped the thieves from taking her Hyundai, but
You
thousands
gotta
of
fight
others
them
haven't been
niggas.
as fortunate. Milwaukee police data shows 2,600 Kias and nearly
I
the
dislike
same
them
amount of
niggas.
Hyundais have been
They
reported
hit a
stolen so
Volkswagen
far
of
this
mine.
year, a 2,600% increase compared to the same time frame last year.
It's very frustrating because it's not safe, and then you got to be very aware where you're parking at.
Surveillance video from a River West business shows a Kia being stolen in just a few minutes last week in
Damn.
broad daylight. You can see one person
Up
break
the
back
street from
window
me.
while others stand watch. Minutes later, they all hop in and take off.
The property crime rate in Milwaukee has still risen slightly over the last year. In Milwaukee, property crime rates have grown more rapidly in the last year, increasing by 20%.
I'm telling you. I'm over here stressed now. It took me back to that time.
Mary Brown lives with her son and grandson around the corner from Sandra Williams. She asked that we not use her real name because she lives in fear. One of the few homeowners left in her block, Brown's property is an island of order in a sea of litter, gang graffiti, and burned out abandoned houses. In the 10 years Brown has owned her house, she has watched her neighborhood fall apart.
I'd like for it to be clean around where I live. And I try, to keep it clean around where I live at. And so many times I walk out and I clean up and I pick up the paper, and then when I walk out again, so many times the paper be done blow down from down the street in front of my house again. Then I had to come out and redo it all over again, pick the paper up and clean up again, all over again.
Brown worries about fire. A few nights earlier, the abandoned house 2 doors down was torched twice in one night. Another house across the street still sits empty and unrepaired.
The lightning struck this house about 4 or 5 years ago, and they boarded it up, and they haven't did anything about it yet, and it's still boarded up.
This abandoned house is one of about 800 vacant houses that have been boarded up citywide. Almost half of them are in North Milwaukee. There, they are often taken over by gangs or torched by an arsonist's match.
I wish they would tear it down if they're not going to fix it up.
Jeffrey Dahmer was born in Milwaukee on May
All right,
21st,
now.
1960.
Everybody, once people found out where Jeffrey Dahmer's house was at, it was a lot of people going to, like, around the house type shit and shit like that. Once the movie came out.
During his teens, Dahmer experienced severe psychological issues and abused alcohol. He killed his first victim in 1978 when he was 18
Maniac.
years old. Between the years of 1978 and 1991, Dahmer murdered 17 males in truly horrific fashion.
Maniac.
Where Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment once stood. It's been torn
And
down
look who
since
wanted to go see it.
1992. It was called the Oxford Apartments.
This
and
maniac.
His apartment number was 213. Now, I just kind of wanted to stop here.
Look at this maniac.
And talk about this and just show you the neighborhood.
Audi R6.
It's not at all like I pictured it would be. Not at all.
In Milwaukee,
You thought it was
the
gonna
mother
be.
of one of Jeffrey Dahmer's victims says it
Nigga
represents
thought it was
new
gonna be
life.
magnificent.
The apartment building where the convicted murderer killed and mutilated many of his 17 victims is being demolished. Its owner, Campus Circle Project, has offered to help relocate the remaining residents and revitalize the neighborhood.
Again, the apartment building that Dahmer lived in and committed most of his murders was torn down in 1992. It was called the Oxford Apartments. But where it once stood is right over here across the street. And you can see the vacant lot. It has a fence around it. And my understanding, at one point they were talking about turning it into some sort of park, trying to make something beautiful out of it. But then I also heard that they don't want to build anything here at all. They just want to leave it.
You got the R6? Is that the Audi R6?
Like you've seen in the photos whenever the apartment building was still standing.
Milwaukee, the largest city in Wisconsin, has plenty of Midwestern charm and appeal. Milwaukee is an ethnically and culturally diverse city. Just as there are safer Milwaukee neighborhoods, there are also areas that warrant more caution. If you find yourself in one of these locations, keep your wits about you.
He said, keep your wits about you. Oh, man. Keep your wits about you.